We didn't hit a mechanical failure. The system is running. Production is steady. Animals are fed, but Stonebrook has a bottleneck. Working capital. Hello folks. Welcome back to the channel and to Courtright Line. You join us again as we approach the end of December, and this is where discipline matters. This episode has 3 clear jobs. 1. Complete preparation of all our own fields for planting. 2. Sell suitable crops and produce to strengthen finances. And 3. Decide how we escalate animal expansion. The order matters. Here we are on field 34, cultivating. This is the last job on the fields, preparing them for seed beds, ready for planting in the new year. As we monitor this, we can take a quick look at what went on since the last episode. Our regular recap. Immediately after the last episode, we had to act. 3 contracts, no delay. Liming on field 15, cultivating of field 28, and plowing of field 51. Over $200,000 earned. Not profit. Stability. This is what keeps the lights on while the system matures. While contract supported the balance sheet, our own work didn't stop. We mulched the harvested soybean fields, improving soil condition by fertilizing them all, and then finally cultivating, locking in next season's potential. And this is where we are now, completing the cultivation of field 34. All owned land is now planting ready. This matters more than expansion. Now back in the yard, with all our fields prepped, we move on to our next task. For many of the crops we have in the silo, this is the best time to sell. We are going to keep things interesting, in that we will sell all the crops we have presently, including the soy smoothies, the flour at the grain mill, approximately half the silage, and some of the straw. Then get a final total once all is sold. But we won't see this amount earned until we've completed this task. We will also take the opportunity to stock up the soybean factory to keep production ticking over. Depending on how we get on here, will dictate how we proceed in our final task for the episode. So, let's get started on the barley first, then the oats and wheat. We'll set the semi-truck on a return, load and deliver auto-drive route to the Courtright grain mill, as it will take a few trips. crop deliveries underway, we can take the other semi-truck with low loader to pick up the soy smoothies and flour and sell to the farmers market. Maintaining the intrigue, not knowing any totals until all is done. Now, on to the next job with the low loader, back to the homestead, and start shifting some silage bales. As we have a considerable amount of silage in the clamp, we can sell the bales kept in storage. Case now of rinse and repeat. We won't bore you with each and every load, but rest assured, they were all delivered. Almost 300 of them. The factory stocked up with a supply of soybeans, the last of the barley and the wheat now being delivered. finally, just the oats. Taking a quantity of straw bales to be sold also. And with the crop deliveries completed and the soybean factory restocked, we'll need some additional water for production. Set the semi-truck and tanker on a delivery route for 2 return trips only. We sold all but 120 of the straw bales and are now delivering 20 of these to the cow barn to keep those levels up. So here we are, second task of the episode complete. And how have we done? Just over $1.3 million now in the bank. I'd say that was a successful venture. Now we can move on to our final task, and the order in which we did the earlier ones now helps us in how we proceed with this one. If we increase cattle, feed demand spikes immediately. If we introduce sheep, grass allocation shifts. This is no longer theoretical. The numbers decide. We make the call. With the higher than anticipated return on the sales, we can do both. Let's get a sheep pen into field 68 and purchase in some additional cows. Are we mad? We'll put in a decent stock of sheep, 50 at 8 months and a further 50 at 3 months. And as we have a little more working capital, we can put in that long-awaited storage shed down at this location. May as well put in a bale storage shed as well. And our final job for this episode. We will purchase in some additional cows. These will all contribute to further productions down the line, even if it does cost us an arm and a leg in foodstuffs.
And with that, we're done. A pretty successful episode.
Three contracts secured the month. Fields prepared. Stock sold strategically. No panic. No overreach. Money doesn't shout. It constrains. Stonebrook isn't expanding wildly. It's maturing. Next episode, we live with this decision. Okay, folks, thanks for joining us in this episode. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment if there is anything you'd like to see in this series. Until the next time, take care.